Hello everyone and welcome back to A Conversation. I'm Rehan from Rajni International School Ludhiana and I'm privileged to be interviewing the Padma Shri awardee, the famous ice cream lady and the owner of Cremica, Mrs. Rajni Bector. Mrs. Bector, thank you so much for calling out time and making this a memorable experience for all of us.
It is my pleasure.
We assume that your life is as sweet as biscuits and cookies, but your journey has definitely not been easy. We're curious to learn more about the person you were before all of this success.
In fact, I never thought I'd be working, to be very frank, because I never needed to work, to be very frank. My children were in the hostel, school-going children, and I was alone in a bigger house and didn't know how to pass time. So I used to cook because I was fond of making new dishes. I was very fond of learning also. Wherever the classes used to be, so I used to run to see that. So once I did a course at PAU for 1 month course of dairy technology. And there was a small subject, was one ice cream, vanilla ice cream, plus the butter and the creams and all these things, all the milk products and all. So from that vanilla ice cream, I developed 40 flavors on my own. But whom to feed them? I used to try every day new flavor. So then I used to call the children of my friends and all for swimming to my house. I had a swimming pool. So I used to call them and just come and just had to feed them. Then I never thought I'm going to do business, to be very, very frank. So one of our friend was a doctor here, very famous doctor, Mr. Huja was here, BK Huja. He said, why don't you start working, Rajni? Why are you wasting your time? I says, Doctor, mere ko mazak mat karo. Don't laugh at me. I am not going to work. What work I am going to do? My husband's work was so different. I said, I am not going there at all. So he is doing his work, everything is fine, so why should I work? He says, no, you are wasting your time, you are wasting your talent, you are too good in it. You don't know, I was studying in America, the McDonald's started on a ready, and now his McDonald's so much. Why can't you start? You should start. I said, hello, I'll start doing something. So at the back of my yard, I was in a huge bungalow, so at the back of my yard, I just made a small room, cold room, and it's place for the children. So let me buy a small ice cream unit. So I spent 20,000 rupees with that unit and I just put up that small unit over there. So when I started to bought the machine, that my husband was very particular about everything. He says now, he called me one day, he says, I have called you to just say because the person is going to register you now for your work. Because you have started working, you have bought a machine, so now we have to register. So just give me the name. I said, let me think. He says, no time for think because he is going. He is standing there in front of me. So I said, okay, then I am making with cream, let it be Cremica.
That's wonderful to hear, ma'am. Coming to another significant milestone, being a Padma Shri Award winner is a huge success. What guided you on your path to success?
I think it is my work. That is the main thing which really has mattered. It's a selfless work and hard work.
Today's students are the leaders of tomorrow. What qualities do you think are important for a young person to have to be successful in the world of business?
In fact, according to me, the first is the parents. I will tell the parents and then the teachers. Because the values of life they have to learn. If you don't have the values of life in you, you don't have the values, so then you cannot get success at all.
In your journey, you must have faced moments of self-doubt or uncertainty. What message would you give to young people who are suffering in their school life or early careers?
Everybody goes through the hardships in life. The hardships in life are always there. You think if I'm living in this bungalow, big one, I was always like that. No. I have lived my life in one-room house also. But I have never felt bad about it.
Before we wrap up, would you like to play some rapid fire questions?
Sure.
Great. What is your go-to comfort food?
Indian.
One word to describe your journey.
My journey was full of fun and always liking everything.
3 habits for a successful work-life balance.
Work like a worship, never compromise, and always go ahead with the best of everything.
One word to describe what education means to you.
Without education, you cannot learn. That is the main thing. For every subject, you have to go into the deepest places there. That's the thing.
And one word to describe Cremica.
Cremica is cream.
Ma'am, thank you for speaking to Media Shala. It was truly an enlightening conversation. Thank you for your answers and your valuable insights.
It was my pleasure to be with you.